They were warriors of God and the world's first bankers. They fought for Jerusalem. But their name now lives in conspiracy, the Knights Templar, one of the most powerful, mysterious orders in human history. Feared by kings, excommunicated by popes, and accused of guarding a truth too dangerous to survive. But what truth? A sacred relic, a lost gospel, or something that could rewrite the story of Christendom itself? It began in 1119. After the First Crusade, 9 French knights arrived in Jerusalem. Led by Hugues de Payens, they pledged to protect pilgrims traveling to the Holy Land, but instead of fighting, they spent 9 years digging deep beneath the Temple Mount, once the site of Solomon's Temple. What were they searching for? A lost ark? Ancient manuscripts? The foundations of a truth buried for centuries? When they resurfaced, everything changed. They were granted papal protection, exempt from taxes. They answered only to the Pope, and soon they were everywhere, building castles from the Levant to Spain, creating Europe's first international banking network. You could deposit gold in Paris and withdraw it in Acre. They were more than knights. They were a sovereign power without a kingdom. But power breeds suspicion, and whispers began that the Templars worshipped a strange head called Baphomet, that they renounced Christ and spat upon the cross, that they engaged in forbidden rituals. In underground chapels, the truth no one knows. But for King Philip IV of France, it was the perfect excuse. He owed the Templars a fortune, and he wanted their power crushed. On October 13, 1307, Friday the 13th, he struck. Templars across France were arrested, their Grand Master, Jacques de Molay, tortured. Forced confessions burned at the stake, but there was a problem. When the royal soldiers stormed the Templar vaults, they found nothing. The treasury was empty. Their ships at La Rochelle, gone, and so were many of the knights, as if they had planned it all along. What secret could the Templars have guarded so fiercely that they'd rather burn than reveal it? Some say it was the Holy Grail, not a cup, but a bloodline, a child descended from Christ himself. Others believe they found ancient documents beneath Solomon's temple, gospels excluded from the Bible, truths erased by early church fathers. Or worse, proof that Jesus wasn't divine, but a revolutionary leader, married, human, mortal. If that were true, the entire foundation of Christian Europe would collapse. And so the Templars vanished, but not defeated. Their symbols kept alive in secret. Some say they hid in Scotland, protected by Robert the Bruce, their legacy embedded in Rochelle Chapel. Carved in stone decades before Columbus reached the New World, did they reach America? Did they bury their truth beneath another temple? In 2007, the Vatican released long-lost documents, the Chinon parchment, buried for centuries in their archives. It stated clearly the Pope had absolved the Templars. They were innocent. The charges, lies, political, fabricated by a king. But if they were innocent, why destroy them? What else was being covered up? Maybe it wasn't gold or power they were guarding. Maybe it was a truth so dangerous that even now, it sleeps in stone, sealed by silence, waiting. If this story stirred something in you, there's more waiting in the shadows of the past. Subscribe to the Echoes of Time, because history doesn't whisper, it echoes.